Alright. Hello. Wolf here. Welcome back. This is part 2 of the Dragon Age Origins run. The Mage Tower run. Or Mage Origin. And, yeah. In part 1 we completed the harrowing test. We did not fall for the demon's tricks. And, yeah, we're going from there. We're gonna be... this episode will be completing the origin, I hope. And, because it is kind of a longer origin, and I don't want to, like, rush through all the dialogue. So you guys, because this game is, the best part about this game is talking to people and, getting their perspective and all that kind of stuff. So...
Hello there.
Yeah. So, just, running through it just to get to the... to finish the origin just doesn't feel right. So yeah. We're in the tower. There's, sorry, I paused for a second.
Always watching. I swear it's like the walls.
We're in the tower. We're being kept here because of our magical innate abilities. And, we'll see what we can do about that.
Yes, is there something you need? Yes, it is. Do you need something, or are you just here to state the obvious? No, you may not. I'm surprised you ask. I would have thought you'd be used to this idea by now. For Eldon, it's not very interesting. Mostly farms, the occasional river. The only safe one, as far as I know. There are windows on the higher levels, but surely you don't need me to warn you of the dangers of leaping from them. It never ends well. Make a smile fortune on you.
These are the Templars. They're meant to keep us in the tower because of our potential threat to the people, ourselves and the people around us. And well, let me just fix... There we go. Yeah, so we had our friend Jowen. We met him a little bit earlier. Or, no, we met him at the end of part 1. But, yeah. Quick lore drop. Elves are considered second-class citizens in, oh, I can just go in there. That's cool. Oh, yeah, that's later. Elves are considered second-class citizens, because, so in this world, they're not immortal. They used to be, a long time ago. But now elves are only live the same lifespan as humans.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries. Injuries? But... Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe. You know, in my experience, flint and tinder works just as well. Maybe we should start with that.
Yeah, so that's an apprentice. He's obviously not as skilled as I am in magic, so, nearly burned himself to death. And all the books. Actually, it is kind of interesting that they chose to do this fire test in a library. A little weird. But anyway. Yeah, so you can, like, you know, go around talking.
Don't you ever get homesick?
Yes, I do. Right, so elves used to be immortal, now they're second class because the humans are basically just sort of racist to them. And,
Can anyone tell me?
and because in the past that elves were pretty important.
That's not what it means.
So they lost their immortality and then
Concentrate, hold the shield. If I had put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will wavering so, it would consume you. Is that what you want? No. Then stand firm and know you can resist whatever I throw at you. Let
again.
Okay, that was good practice. Yeah, so we are on our way to meet the first enchanter, the guy at, basically the Archmage, if you played like Skyrim or something. He's the #1 guy. He was the old man in the first episode who was like trying to like talk me through it. These people here are the Tranquil.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
So the Tranquil are... You can either go through the harrowing, because they want to see if you'll just succumb to the demons and just get possessed, or you can do the Rite of Tranquility, which will take away your magic ability, but it also takes away your personality and your dreams. So you kind of become robotic, but then you don't have any chance of becoming a demon. So yeah, being not a capable mage kind of sucks, because you're probably going to end up being made tranquil.
I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple. It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice-cold water.
And now you're no longer a person.
My body is similar in form to yours, possessing an equal number of limbs, appendages, and internal organs. I perform the same physical functions. My mind is capable of higher thought processes. Am I to be denied personhood because I do not feel as you do? People feel things to different degrees. One individual may be more empathetic than the next. Some are quick to anger, while others are not. Yet you would not single one out and accuse him of not being a person. My capacity to feel differs from yours, but you also differ from all other beings. You are no more a person than others, and I am no less a person than you are.
I guess that's true.
I propose we agree to disagree. Personhood is not measurable. Therefore, we should let this rest. Very well. Goodbye.
So as you can see, yeah, he was... Here's some more Tranquils.
Your mentors must be happy for you. You passed the harrowing.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so... Obviously, I'm the main character, I'm the hero, so I'm gonna pass the harrowing with no problems, but there's definitely a lot who...
Chantry would do something
who don't.
Came to that.
Will they? I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Nope, I just want some books. I mean, like I said, I am gonna go through this. I do want to talk. You can... If you talk to these guys, you get more background stuff about, the different groups within the mages and their different belief systems. It's interesting, but oh, okay, this dialogue's pretty funny. I'll do this one.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle?
Are you daft? I've seen you here many times.
I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go. You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that. but I enjoy the library. These books, they're old friends of mine. And it's quiet. When you're my age, you'll appreciate the quiet. Anyway, did you need something?
Yeah, right, so the reason I chose this character, an elf, because I also could have been a human mage. I chose elf mage, and because, like I said earlier, elves are kind of treated badly, on top of mages also being treated badly. So you have somebody who has two fronts where people don't like him because he's a mage, and they don't like him because he's an elf. So that combo, I think that would cause anyone to be pretty bitter and cynical and stuff. So to me, that makes him a perfect candidate to be evil. Human, I mean, you would still have the mage problem, but you wouldn't have the other problem. So I think the mage and then the dwarf noble have the most capacity for an evil run. So I think it's most fitting to use, yeah, those two. But I think this character has the highest chance to be evil.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear you come in. I'm sorry. I'm terribly busy right now. I have to prepare the room before the Grey Warden is done at his meeting with Irving.
So this is going to be the room for Duncan. You saw him in the intro. The guy with the ponytail. There's actually a side quest that I think I will do while we can. And get a staff. There's a staff you can get if you do this side quest that's actually pretty decent. You can use it after the origin for a little bit. And of course it's worth like clicking all the little shiny things so you can get codexes and XP. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's a side quest. Okay. Crafting materials. Thanks, appreciate it.
You're not going to keep the first enchanter waiting, are you?
Gotta go talk to the Irving first, and then I'll do the side quest. Just getting all the history, all the knowledge. Here we go.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
Nothing concerning you at this moment. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Grey Warden here in the tower.
Grey Wardens go wherever duty sends them.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Yeah, I'd like to defend Ferelden.
With the Darkspawn invading, we need all the help we can get, especially from the Circle. They have formed into a horde in the Korkari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of Magi. We've all been through it, child.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them. Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours. Not yet. Remember, the tower's walls protect us as much as they protect others from us.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child? The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
As you can see, Duncan is... He's a Grey Warden within and without. Like, he lives being a Grey Warden. It is his lot in life. There's, like, nothing beyond that. Or some Grey Wardens, they're selfish and that. He's just like, no, it is our job to defeat the Blight. There is nothing else in his life. But he's also a compassionate guy, so he ends up recruiting a lot of Origin characters, all of them, all 6 of them, through special means. And he kind of saves every single Origin character. And he's definitely morally good, but there's some gray there with his job that he has to do, so you'll see that later in the story. It's pretty interesting. The importance of the Grey Wardens and what they have to do. So sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty, kind of thing.
Thank you for escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you? Once, in my youth, just after I joined the Grey Wardens, I was traveling with my mentor. We encountered a group of Templars hunting a blood mage. They were quite far away, so I cannot be sure of what I saw. He forced some of the Templars to turn on their fellows. It was dreadful to behold. He would have escaped had he not overlooked one Templar who snuck up behind him and cleaved his head in two.
Let's see if I just name drop that I want blood magic and see what his reaction is.
Be careful what you wish for. Power is treacherous, I've seen many people, great leaders, consumed by it. Do not let me keep you.
We'll have more time in the future to talk to Duncan, but see, like, I just basically told him I want to be a blood mage, and he just kind of shrugged it off. But in reality, pretty much, if my guy had said that to a Templar, it would have been over. Like, I would have been killed. Because being a blood mage is just, like, the worst thing you can do, basically. Well, it's our loser friend Joan.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving? Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning? We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
Sorry, this guy's a dweeb, so taking the chance to make fun of him.
It won't take long, I promise. We should be safe here.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
Remember, okay, before I click this, no, I would never pick this. That's why I'm doing this playthrough. I'd never pick these lines. I would do, like, one of these two in any other playthrough, but that's the whole point of this playthrough, is to be the jerk, so, yeah. I'm just gonna, let's see what they say if I absolutely insult her.
She's right here! I'm sorry, Lily.
It's all right. I just wonder if this is truly someone we can trust.
He can be abrasive, but I trust him with my life. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
Yeah, if you can't feel sad about it.
That makes it so much worse, doesn't it? Not knowing how much you have lost.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
It's gonna be alright, man.
No, it won't! They're going to destroy me! I won't put Lily through the pain of seeing me like that. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
You're just walking away?
It's all right, Shawan. There's always a way. We must have faith. I understand your reluctance, and I can only beg you won't violate our trust.
Yeah, I won't say this to anybody.
Our lives depend on your silence. Pretend we never spoke. And if you can find it in your heart, wish us luck and pray for us.
Yeah, I would never tell anybody.
Yes? Senior Enchanter, Leora. in charge of the Circle's laboratory. Is there something you want? That leads to the Circle's cavern storeroom.
Sorry, this is the side quest.
There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this. No, I can't let anyone in there just now. There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe. No, of course not. I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes. Quite a while. Don't wait up. Wait, no, don't. Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent. I could use some, I'm sure. I've been too busy with my new duties. I haven't been able to deal with the spiders. If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one. Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Right. So that'll be the side quest. It'll be going through this door. But I will talk to somebody. I said I wasn't going to tell anybody about their little plan, but I think Irving should know. So, basically you have two options in this origin. You can just be Jowin's friend and be there for him and help him and not tell anybody and go through with the plan. Or you could be scummy and betray him and go talk to Irving. So, as an evil character, well. Oh, by the way, it changed my robes for some reason. I'm just gonna switch back so I remember that. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be evil and betray him.
Ah, there you are. I ran into Duncan. You seem to make a good impression. He was pleased to have met you.
I'm pretty sure I told him I wanted to be a blood mage. So, or maybe he just told Irving that. No, even my evil character respects Duncan. He's just too cool to be disrespectful to. I'll just say we didn't talk much.
You should speak to him more if you get the chance. He's a wise and learned man. Now, you haven't seen your friend Jowin since this morning, have you? I wanted to know if he was feeling all right. He seemed nervous when I spoke to him. He avoided my gaze and seemed ready to bolt. You wouldn't know what brought about this behavior, would you? Well, I'm here now. Tell me what this is about. And I presume his lover Lily told him about this. Yes, I've known for some time. Now, I know Jowin discussed something with you today. What did he say? So you realize Jowin is breaking the Circle's rules? I commend your loyalty. If he wishes to destroy his phylactery and escape, help him do it. I could simply report Jowin to the Templars, but Lily has also broken her vows and must face like consequences. For this, we need irrefutable proof of her crime. The Chantry will stand behind her, claiming she has been framed or is in the thrall of a blood mage. There must be no doubt in their minds that she helped him voluntarily. She is as guilty as Jowin. I refuse to see him suffer while the Chantry shelters her. Every so often we must remind the Chantry Their members are not as perfect as they pretend. Tell Jowan and Lily you will aid them. Help them enter the repository. If that is what they intend, we will catch them red-handed. No one will be able to dispute the severity of their crimes. Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
Alright, sorry I had to cut there for a second. I saved and then I had to step away. But anyway, yeah, so Irving wants us to catch them red-handed because the Templars, they work for the Chantry, and the Chantry has control over the mages. Basically, in this universe, the Maker, which would be God, mages tried to break into, well, you see that in the beginning cutscene in part 1, but basically the mages brought about the Blight because they tried to break into heaven, and so the Chantry obviously doesn't, Chantry who are followers of the Maker, so basically the religious organization, they're obviously not too keen on mages, and that's what the Templars work for. They work for the Chantry. So you have this kind of in-between where the Templars here, they live alongside these mages in the tower and watch over them, but it's more like guards watching prisoners / they're against them. So, yeah. So that's kind of Irving. He's doing this kind of moral gray thing where he's trying to make sure she doesn't just get written off scot-free while the mage, Jowan, suffers. That's why he's kind of letting it happen instead of just shutting it down. So it's pretty interesting. Because you kind of have that dichotomy between the two factions. And it's more of like a rule over oppression kind of thing, but at the same time, though, mages are a threat. The mages are not only a threat to themselves, but
that about wraps it up.
A mage or a threat to themselves, but others around them. So it's that balance. It's definitely not as clear cut as you'll see later in the game. Obviously, freedom is the most. Freedom for everybody is obviously the best answer, the most morally correct, but at the same time, a mage might go and go, "Ooh, I'm going to be a blood mage," and then just like destroy a village. So it's definitely not clear cut. It's in a gray area. Oh, and if any of you have arachnophobia, I am going to be fighting spiders here, so I'll put something on screen now to cut ahead till after, and then that'll be the timestamp that you can cut back to if you really are scared of spiders. Just letting you know. Because they make some creepy noises too, so. There we go. I think this was the staff. Or no, there's another staff later. How does that compare? I'm not sure which one's better. I'm assuming the fact that I have to come and get it. But, no, there's a better staff at the end of this side quest / small dungeon. Yeah, see?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'm sorry, am I too quick for you? Push them back!
Also the elf sounds like Sasuke from Naruto, the English voice actor. Which is interesting. He might actually be. I didn't check the,
I am prey for no creature. How about you?
Yeah, no, that sounds like Sasuke. Which makes sense. Naruto was out.
Got it.
The English dub for Naruto was out way before this game came out, so it makes sense that you get bigger roles. I don't know what is... Oh. I thought he was going to follow me.
Now's better than later.
There we go.
Right, all right.
Yeah, he probably got bigger roles after Naruto, which makes sense. I hear his voice in a lot of games now, actually. Sasuke voice actor. I wish I knew his name. Yeah. I'm not good with that kind of thing, with, like, just naming off people. Like, naming off, like, actors and that, just their name. I could tell you probably different games I heard his voice in, but to actually remember these people who I don't know his name, I'm just terrible with names. So he was about to do a pounce move, and I would have been pinned to the ground and gotten
Got it.
Oh, 2 spiders.
It's a good day to die. Now's better than later.
Let me skip both of them. There we go. There we go. I think the staff's in here. No, I got some boots though. Not bad. Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. I could have sworn there was a staff. Nothing there.
I'll get on it.
Uh-oh. That's not good. At least they're burning. It's not good.
Got it.
There we go. Documents. Yeah. So, where is that thing? Could have sworn there was one. Oh well, it's not the end of the world.
Now's better than later.
Or no, maybe she gives it as a reward, right? That would make more sense.
I'll get on it. Excellent. All right.
Okay, there we go. Chainmail. Interesting. I mean, I could always sell it. So I think that's the end of this little side quest. Yeah. She should... I'll see how much time... because the escape heist does take a bit. So I might have to end part 2 here. I don't know. We'll see.
You're back! Are the spiders gone? Really? Oh, that's wonderful. You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here. Exactly. I'll be here, keeping the crawlies away.
There we go. Okay. Oh well. Oh, yeah, I'll take some extra cold resistance. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, yeah, let me just... I'll drop a save, and then I'll do a quick check on how long the video will be. I might... Yeah, I'll cut back to if I'm doing an outro or not. So, let me see. Well, unfortunately, I think we will actually end it here. I put all the footage I wanted for the video in the timeline, and it's already at 40 minutes. The only thing left I would have done for this would have been the setup, our escape, which is still would have been a couple more steps before we would actually start the escape. And yeah, I mean, it would end up being like 45 minutes or 50 minutes for this video, which is not the end of the world, but I just figured it's not going to take long to just... Part 3 will just be setting this heist, or setting up the escape and then doing it, and then that'll be the end of the origin. So we'll go from there. Unfortunately, yeah, they'll be in part 3. But we got some stuff done. We killed some spiders. Again, I'll put that in the video, the timestamp, when to skip that for people who really don't like spiders. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna record part 3 right away, and I'll have like a backlog of these ready to upload on days where I can't really work on another video. These will be all ready just to upload, so yeah, unless these pop off, of course. If they pop off, then I would just hard focus on these, but if I'm getting like 10 views, then it's not really any different than any other video, so might as well just get them whenever I upload them, when I have the chance in between the videos, so we'll see. So if you really like these videos, please push it, like, because you know, if people want to see it, I'll hard focus it, but if no one's gonna watch it, I mean, you know what I mean, then I might as well keep trying other stuff. But I still very much plan on continuing this, so yeah, it's of course my favorite game, so anyway, this outro ended up being pretty long, so I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, if you watch it right from the beginning. Alright, see you next part. Bye.